Hi guys, here in the classroom. So, hope everyone is doing well today. Parents, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a couple things we heard at school, or I heard at school when I came in today. Some people are stressed with all the things that are out there, websites, multiple kids in multiple buildings, trying to coordinate all that. Don't stress. Again, I'm going to tell you the same thing I've told you all week. Find something that works and fits for you and your children and use that. Make sure you're doing some reading, doing some math each day to keep them fresh and ready to come back to school. I know that we're all in this together because I'm doing school at home and school here, so sometimes you just need to take a step away from it and maybe start again tomorrow or maybe later in the afternoon. But just take a break when you need a break. Don't let it ruin a day. The other thing was some parents are trying to set up a schedule from 8 to 2:30. And when kids are working independently, they work a lot faster. So doing some work each day in those lessons from the calendar is really what we're looking for, not for you to spend your entire day or your entire evening working on school things. Just keep it simple, keep them moving forward, and keep everything fresh. On a good note, my kids have finally gotten to the point where I don't really have to fight them as much to get their schoolwork done. They're kind of bored and they're looking for something to fill their time. So maybe we're turning a corner on that a little bit because the first few days were not great to get them started. All right? Contact me if there's anything that you need, anything that I can do to help you. But I would be glad to help or answer questions if you're not sure about time, how much time to spend on a subject or anything. And my videos are just here to kind of help support and maybe encourage some learning and take some of the burden off you guys. Okay? Kids, I know you can't see me today, but hey, I'm here in the classroom, and I have to say I was a little sad when I beeped myself in and came in. It was so quiet, and our classroom was very lonely without you. So I wish my desks were full, and you were here smiling, and we were working through our math lesson. The lesson 12 I thought we would do today, and it happened to not have an application problem, so I thought that would be great space for us to do our word problem from yesterday. So here's the one I had in our office, my office at home, and I wrote it up quick on our application problem 12. And I thought we would just work through lesson 12 together today for old time's sake, and it's basically a review, but I thought it would be good for us to kind of get back to some normal situations here. So I'm going to wait so everyone's ready. I did get some submissions on Remind and Archer. That was awesome work. Good job. Thank you for those people sending in their Reminds. So for part A, I have 146. We have 146 bales of hay in the barn. So, let me use another color here. Stop. 146 was the important number in that sentence. I used 77 of them this month. Stop. 77. How many bales are left? So my problem is going to be 146, and we're taking some away. So the biggest number has to go on the top. 146 take away 77. 7 is bigger than 6. I'm going to have to borrow from my neighbor. 4 becomes a 3. 6 becomes 16. 16 take away 7 is 9. And 7 is bigger than 3. So can I take that away? I have to borrow from my neighbor, which is a 1, makes that a 0, and this is a 13. 13 take away 7 is 6. I have 69 bales of hay left in my barn. So now I'm going to go to part B, and my answer statement, though, I probably should finish that up, is how many bales are left? I have 69 bales left. Part B, I'm going to use this number, 69, and I got 234 more. Remember, the bigger number can go on the bottom if I'm adding. So I'm adding some more numbers in, or adding some more hay in. 234, stop. How many bales do I have now? So 9 and 4, 9, put 9 in your hand, count up 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, carry over. 6 and 3 is 9, and 1 is 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, carry over. 2 and 1 is 3. I have 303 bales now. So how many bales do I have now? I now have 303 bales. All right, so there are my working problems, RDW. I read it, I drew some things. You could have done it other ways as well, number way, number bonds, and write. So that brings me to my next part. There's always more than one way to do a math problem, and for today, they have done it 4 different ways. So I'm going to leave this up for parents to look at for a little bit. The kids all know these different ways. This is called the arrow way. This is called the number bond or the break apart method. This is using your coins and discs, and this is using hundreds, tens, and ones chart. So they're all different ways that you can add numbers. And when they get more than 10, they have to carry it over to the ones place. Get more than 10, have to carry it over to the hundreds place. So there's more than one way to do a problem. Here's 4 different ways. Tracy solved the problem, 299 plus 399, 4 different ways. And then they ask you, explain which strategy is most effective for Tracy to use and why. And each one of you has a different way you like to do that. Some ways take a little longer, some ways are a little bit easier, but none of those are a wrong way. So, like I said, I was leaving it for parents to take a look at, so you can look at the different ways that the kids can try to do that. And I know, Papa, you used one of these ways the other day on your whiteboard. So this is what we're looking for. The most efficient way for Tracy to solve 299 plus 399 is the number bond to make 100. So the break apart method, they took 299 and made this 400, and then you can really use mental math. So it's the quickest method because of the mental math afterward. 298 plus 400 is 698. You just really had to add the hundreds because there's 2 zeros in the ones and tens place. So that's what they're looking for. Now, I'm not going to do all 4 ways each time because the video would be too long and I would run out of space and we wouldn't be able to send it out. So when I turn the page, we're going to I'll pause for a second, and then I'm going to work through the problems the vertical way. And if you want to try them any other way, you can, and then put an explanation. All right? So here we go. And I'll wait. Everyone's ready for me. And on the right page, here we go. So 221 plus 498. Remember to make sure your numbers are lining up. So your ones are together, your tens are together, and your hundreds. 8 and 1 is 9. 9, 10, 11. Carry over. 4 and 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 7, 19. If you want to try another way and then do an explanation, you may. 467 plus 200. This is easy. 7 and 0, 7. 6 and 0, 6. And 4 and 2 is 6. 667. All right? And again, parents, if you want to pause this, have them do it, and then have me work through it so they can check it. That's also, they like to cheer if they get it right, if we do it that way here in school. 378, 464, add them up. 8 and 4 is 12, carry the 1. 7 and 6 is 13, plus 1 is 14, carry the 1. 4 and 3 is 7, plus 1 is 8, 842. So that's our 2 problem sets for today. They were pretty easy, and I thought we'll do the exit ticket together as well since you're there working with me. So we'll flip. Everyone ready? 467 and 298. 8 and 7 is 15. If you need to count up 8 and then count up 7, 15. Carry the 1. I see a 9 and 1 here makes a 10, and 6 is 16. Carry the 1. 4 and 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 765. And another very easy one, 524 plus 300. 4 and 0 is 4. 2 and 0 is 2. 5 and 3 is 8. 824. And that would be our math lesson for today. We might try it a couple different ways if we were in the classroom. We might try the arrow way. We might try, but for the video time's sake, I'm going to just move through that math lesson. All right? So we got a book order today. My book box came from Scholastic, and so we have some brand new books for our classroom. I'll share a couple with you. And this one is for some of those gamers out there. They requested this one. Common Blocks and Hacks for Minecrafters. Then I got a couple Easter books that were coming up. The Easter Bunny is Missing. I Love Easter. Such a Little Mouse. These are all Hippy Skippy Easter and Winter Wish, which was on sale. So just some books to add to our classroom library. And for my book recommendation today, I am putting out Geronimo Stilton. And the 2 more of those Geronimo Stiltons came in the book order today as well. So I put my name in there. They're ready to go into the bin. But if you can order, or if you have some of these at home, these are chapter books, and I'll show you real quick. And sometimes they just put some fun little extras in there to keep you interested while you're reading. Different colors, sometimes a picture, and some bolded words. So it just makes it more fun. And Geronimo goes on all kinds of adventures. Caveman mice, space mice. So anyway, that's the book recommendation for today. We've done lots of picture books, and I thought maybe some chapter books would be some good ones to introduce today if you're home and you have time for reading. Spelling words, I got one of our old spelling test papers out. Or not old, but one that's not been used, and thought I'd put them on there for today. Wait, trail, team, year, peach, goal, float, coach, keep, and street. Parents, remember, we are not we are not grading anything, but if you wanted to, give them a little spelling test at the end of the week, just as a, see how they're doing to assess them, then go ahead and do that. You don't need to submit it or anything, but just thought that might be a fun way to end your week with the spelling words. If you're working in science, and I said you could do some research, just trying to give you some ideas. So if you were doing research on cheetahs, one of my sons is doing that. I was looking at our anchor chart here in the classroom, and it's too big to fit on here, but table of contents would be the first thing if you wanted to add one of those, telling what each page will be about. A hook, something to get your reader interested in. Headings, body and appearance, habitat, where they live, what they eat, maybe fun facts, and I also mentioned life cycles and their young. In a conclusion, remember to talk about what you started out with. So then this is why I think cheetahs are so interesting. And then maybe a glossary. If there's some words in there that you think a reader might have trouble with, you could put a glossary as well. So just kind of putting that out there. I saw the anchor chart and I thought I would bring it up again today. So I think that's about all I have for today. I just thought it would be fun for you guys to see the classroom. They have been in cleaning, so everything's spick and span and set up almost as clean as when we come in from school in September. I am missing you guys, especially since I'm here today. If I can do anything to help you out as well, just send me a little question or a clip, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Keep the learning going. I'll see you soon.